Is it just us or did nobody explain how any of this works?
We're three actors talking adulting, relationships, career chaos, and everything in between.
Unscripted, real life, raw, and unfiltered.
This is Somebody Called Cut.
I'm Martha.
I'm a Haji.
And I'm Rob.
And this is Somebody Called Cut. Great. Perfect. Look at that. Sounds wonderful. Oh, can I say this before we start, actually? I didn't realize when we scheduled this that today is actually Happy Black History Month to you and yours.
Oh, that is right.
Alrighty, come on. Come through. Young Black artists, actors on the grind, starting a podcast on the first day of Black History Month.
And it's also the first day of my birthday. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Oh, okay. Sure. Do you have any plans?
No, well, possibly. I might be in Brazil. I may not be. I don't know. We'll see.
Stop.
We'll see what life.
Did you get an invite? Because I would love to be in Brazil.
My guy.
It's a work trip.
Oh, it's a work trip. That's how we get away with not inviting your friends.
Oh, my God.
It's a work trip. You know, I'll be in Brazil for work. It's not for my birthday month. Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, we've had a week. I mean, a lot of things happening in the news.
Okay.
Politically.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
even get me
culturally.
started. Don't even get me started.
And then our Catherine O'Hara. That actually made me sad.
No, that actually made me very, very
There's a
very
lot of
sad.
celebrities that I know and love, but I heard it happened not so bad. Because right now, Earth's just getting very ghetto. I wouldn't necessarily, that actually did make me really sad.
Her performance on Schitt's Creek, out of
Yes.
control.
Her body of work in general is just outstanding.
100%.
She's such a talented actress.
But I'm just like, how did you even come up with that? We're all in the business. We're all actors, right? And then so to see somebody create that character, that is a whole human being.
Yeah.
Right? The mom that she plays on Schitt's Creek is a whole person. And you're just like, where did you figure this out? How did you figure this out? And I just love that. And yeah, she will be missed.
Whenever somebody passes away, I always go down the rabbit hole. I go on YouTube and look up their past work.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it's music artists. I like to look up interviews and performances. And I didn't realize that she was doing a lot of sketch comedy early on.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was in Canada.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So some of those characters she might have already kind of developed.
I
It's
see.
great. They're all different people.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
You know, that's interesting too. When you look at a lot of actors that we see who we know the body of work that they're extremely famous for, or what that have become their signature work. But if you start, like you said, to dig and look at the history of what they've done, there's so many actors that came from the improv world, and you may not have known that's where their foundation was, whether it was in Chicago or here. Even looking at the cast of SNL, a lot of those people come from those Second City groundlings, worlds that we don't really talk about until maybe they pass away, and you start to dig and you start to look at the history of what they did before the major roles that we know of. So, yeah.
Have any of y'all done improv classes? Have you done drownings or?
I did one at UCB, and I'm actually not great at improv. Can you put it down? I'm not great at improv at all. I'm okay, but I'm always like, I need a script. Give me something to sink my teeth into. They're like, you pretend you're an animal, any animal. I'm like, what animal though? Give me the animal. Where's the director telling me who the animal is? So that I've done it once and I did enjoy it, but I'm not good at that.
My whole world out here was with Carolyn Berry before she passed away. So I took it with Donovan Scott. I did improv with Donovan Scott. And then he cast me as one of the members of his improv group. So we performed at the acting studio in Hollywood twice a month. Yeah. So
Did you like it?
No, I did not. I'm very much like you. I'm like, please give me a script and I will wow you. But
okay.
It is a great skill to have under your belt, but it's so intimidating, which means that we should probably do it more because it is the thing
that's true.
That is a little bit more difficult for us to sink our teeth into.
This is probably going to go off a little bit, but Meisner gives you that.
Yeah.
The Meisner technique, it gives you that sense of improv, for lack of a better word. It's very in the moment of how you feel. You need to take.
I need to say, yeah.
Well, get into it. We too, but
You know, I feel a little.
I feel like everybody needs to take it though. That's not just you. Like,
Okay.
I feel like every actor should be in the Meisner Conservatory because I just think it frees you up so much. But I'm gonna go off on a tangent on that.
I gotta say,
because your girl teaches. Okay?
yes, that's right.
Your girl teaches.
And everybody that I talk to that said, yeah, class, oh my God, it's life changing. Oh my God, I'm such an underacting. So yeah, I will be joining your class.
The
Yes.
Meisner program is life changing, but the Martha Prosper Meisner.
Okay, you gotta cheer your friend on. I love it. I love
I gotta
it.
say, I'm relieved because number one, I think both of you guys are really incredible actors. Like, and I mean that.
Thank you.
I've said that several times over. But I've taken, I took Growlings maybe a year and a half ago, and I hated it.
What?
I did, and I know. And the thing is, everybody was having such a great time, and I think that I, like you, I need a little bit of guidance. Tell me, what am I playing?
Right,
And I think I'm always judging what it is that I'm thinking or about
You're
to
just in your
say.
head a lot.
Yes, in general, yes.
Yeah.
I think this sounds like the three of us need to get into an improv.
And the thing is, we
That's
do it with each other.
We
We
need
can-
to vlog it.
Yeah.
I will vlog it. I'll be in there. Like,
But I think because we trust each other, I think that we would probably do if we were playing something together.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
no doubt.
yeah.
No,
But,
no
but I
doubt.
still need to know the character.
Yeah,
We can develop.
you're an animal. You pick the animal.
Yeah.
It is what it is. This is what we're talking about. It's our
Yeah.
first time on a podcast. It's my first time, and it's exciting. So it's fun. This is it. Y'all gonna see us go through this process together. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Go ahead. I think we're doing great, actually.
You know what I mean?
So the Oscars are upon us, and a movie that I really enjoyed. I've seen it twice.
Okay.
Sinners, and it's nominated for
Was it 16?
16.
Yeah.
wow.
16.
A record-breaking 16 Academy Award nominations.
Is a lot.
Yeah.
I think, was it La La Land and what was the other one that was tied for that? Titanic. With that many nominations. I think they had 15
On the net.
and Sinners has 16.
16. Wow.
It's phenomenal. I saw that film 3 times in the theater and it's great. I love it. I know there's some people that are funny about the musical scene, but I thought the whole movie was great.
Yeah.
Not to the ear, I would say there's a little sound stuff that happens in that center there where it just doesn't feel like it vibes to me. But overall, the message of the movie, how the movie plays out, the story of the movie, the acting.
Yeah.
No. I
Don't tell the truth and shame the devil now.
Well, I've said this. I
Yes,
was
you
screaming
have.
from the rooftops. I love Sinners. I thought it was phenomenally done. I think Ryan Coogler is a visionary. I think this story was original and creative. He wasn't recycling a story that's been told a million times or remaking a movie that we've seen a million times. I thought it was the message of the story, the history that they infused into the film, I thought was phenomenal. And that's why I think it does deserve the recognition of 16 nominations, especially coming off the heels of the Golden Globes, where in a lot of people's eyes was snubbed because they didn't get much recognition there, and it was such a box office success. So I'm excited to see it. And I thought there were some phenomenal performances. Like Wumi, I'm so
Was
Happy.
amazing.
I'm so glad she got nominated. because,
Delroy was fucking phenomenal. Like,
again, yeah, these are a lot of people who
Yeah.
didn't get the recognition in other places, but now for the biggest stage, they are being recognized. And I'm hopeful for Wumi. I think I was bragging about. I don't
She
even
was
know her, and I was bragging about that
excellent.
performance to everybody. I was like, you got to see this movie and see her performance. But
Yeah, she was excellent. I felt like she carried the story.
where's the rest of it? Huh? Where's the rest of it?
Where's the rest of it?
Be obedient.
I did wait a little bit of shit.
I'm not being shady, but when somebody goes, but then only goes, this person was amazing.
Yes.
But this person was amazing. That person was amazing. Where's the, who was,
I listen, it deserves all the nomination. I'm just gonna I respect everyone who is nominated. They've all earned through a body of work that is beyond just Sinners. They all deserve the recognition. But Ryan Coogler, again, phenomenal. I hope to one day work with Wumi, again, phenomenal. I hope to one day work with her. I can't say anything negative about them in the film.
Rob, you have some great media training. Okay.
Don't he?
Women, look,
I mean,
Okay.
don't he? Because after a couple
Yes.
glasses of the Pinot Grigio, there's some thought.
okay.
There's some thought.
There's such thing as kitchen table talk, and I'm with you right up.
Do you have any of those opinions?
I might, but you know what?
I don't know how
Well,
this is going to work. It would
listen.
be political up in here.
Listen, it's a great movie. Cinematically, it was beautiful. I saw it twice.
Yeah,
I just saw it in theaters again because they released it. We said the AMC, and I have to admit that I came in like, yeah, I'm gonna see this movie again, see what I missed, and then I felt very anxious because I knew how it was going to end, and I think it was a little bit of trauma there when I watched it the first time. Yeah, just a bit. It was just I like a little scary. But it was kind of scary.
That was scary.
I mean, not like a
At all, yeah.
when those vampires would jump in and yeah.
I did not find it scary at all.
See,
I thought it was good, but
I could do vampires. I could do monsters like that. Don't give me some spirit or some nun that's living in the attic. I don't want none of that.
And see,
All
that's
of
what
that.
gets me. I like
no,
those.
what was
'cause it
that
really
movie
scared
that
me.
just that recently came out? I had a whole series of movies, and this was supposed to be the last one. It was a scary movie. It had to
The
do with
Conjuring?
like The Conjuring.
I heard that's very scary. I have not
When
seen
I
it.
tell you my flight freeze response kicked in at the theater, I was sitting there watching with two of my friends. I have to sit in the middle. You already know how I
Yes.
get. As scary movies. I need to be in the middle. I need to be protected by my loved ones because
Okay.
I get scared. And in the middle, like, ghosts and shit are popping out. Priests are getting killed by ghosts and apparitions and all these things. My nervous system got so shocked. I turned to my friend Robert and I was like, I'm going to sleep. And he was like, and he literally turned over. He was like, 2 seconds later, you were like this.
Oh.
And that's
Like
black
a light. I just passed out. I could not. My nervous system was so shot. I
Yeah.
could not take it. I just slept through the rest of the film.
So that means you one of those people who are on them roller coasters when it's
Roller
so
coaster.
scary that
Roller
they pass
Roller
on your
coaster.
Yeah.
Who's there roller coaster?
You don't do roller coaster?
Nah, man. I don't
Yeah.
do no roller coaster. I don't even. You know how there's those commercials for a theme park, and they give you the point of view of you being on the roller coaster, and it's that. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't even turn the channel. I can't. I start getting heart palpitations. Don't even. I'm just so scared.
Yeah, I'm the entertainment for the friends when they go see a horror film or a roller coaster. They want me there because I'm gonna be the one screaming. And
Yeah,
they're gonna
same.
feel like myself. You've been there before. I've seen it.
Same.
And I actually had to shoot a commercial for a roller coaster. And we had to do it over and over again. It was the Tower, when it used to be the Tower of Terror. I shot that commercial. I
It's
was
not
like,
that anymore?
No, now it's
But it's still an
it's a
elevator
different
drop.
theme. Yes, it's a different
Oh,
thing
okay.
now. But yeah, that was a lot.
To ride that ride to get those shots.
I think I blacked out. I don't remember how many times we went up and down on that ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a
I thought it
national?
was a good pay.
Was it
No,
a national?
that was not a that was a nine.
Unless it was a national. Hey, I'm still going to be trepidation
Okay.
on that. But you telling me that wasn't a national?
Okay.
No, thank you. I'm a pass. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm a pass. I'm too scared. I know we did plan on talking about this, but I actually have a very funny story about Don Lemon. I think I just want to tell this story.
So, I think I know this story.
So, as an actor, you're doing a lot of shit, right? So, like in between jobs, you're doing all the things. So, Rob also is the COO of a company. I just wanted to make
Other
sure.
media
I thought,
I'm a media brand, yeah.
of two, isn't it two?
No, just the one. I mean, I'm the managing director of that. I got a lot of jobs.
I know.
We're actors.
And that's, and that's my point. So anyway, he puts together this amazing award show every year for this media outlet. And one year, last year, Don Lemon was being recognized at this award show. And he reaches out to me to be the reporter, the journalist.
Yeah.
I'm not a journalist, but the journalist on the red carpet interviewing folks, celebrities, nominees, awardees.
Honorees.
Thank you. And I've never done this in my entire life. Rob is like setting me up with a laptop, with a mic stand, a phone, and hands me a mic that says, "This. All you have to do is like ask questions. You're fine." And I'm like, okay, cool. Cool. I will do this. I looked amazing.
Yes.
I looked amazing, but I was on the red carpet not having a clue what I was doing, right? And I'm like in between all of these other media outlets, and they're thankfully so gracious. Like, this is what you need to do. You know, talk to who you want to talk to. Don't talk to who you want to talk to. And I'm like, I have my first person comes up with no idea who he is. And they're like, this is the PR person. Is like, this is this person. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll talk to them, get my first one out of the way. It'll feel good for when I can like talk to other people. And the guy's like, how are you doing? I'm like, okay. Hi, this is Martha with such and such. He's looking at me. This actor is like, huh? I was like, I have no idea what I just said. I am hella nervous. I have no idea what I just said. Cut to that interview ended up going well. I like recorded it, and I'm like getting in the groove. I'm like pushing my way through all the other journalists to like get interviews with people. And then Don Lemon comes, and I'm like, great, he's an honoree. I have not spoken to an honoree all night. And I'm like, Mr. Lemon, do you have a moment? I'm like, he'll knock out. I'm like, okay. He's like, oh, sure, absolutely. And we proceed to have the best interview ever. I'm like, Don Lemon, tell me why you feel like pleased to be honored. He answers the question saying, oh, you're asking some really amazing questions. My final question was like, you have been on CNN for over 20 years and your popularity has grown so much now that you're an independent journalist. What do you think the reason for that is? And he goes, I said, well, it's because I'm Black. I get to be my my full Black self. And I said, that's what the fuck I'm talking about, Don Lemon. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. It was giving very much Jill Scott. Yeah. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, Don Lemon. And he's like, oh, you're funny. You're great. And we had the best interview ever. The end of the night, the award show was fabulous. We had such a great time. At the end of the night, like a fucking kid, I run up to Rob like, oh my God, you're not going to believe it. I got the video from Don Lemon and several other people, but Don Lemon is the one I'm the most excited about. Yeah. And I go on my phone and bitch, don't you know it ain't on me. I never hit record on my goddamn phone. I'm like, to this day,
Wow.
It hurt my heart for it's a big loss for 2025.
When I tell you, we were just going through things on the phone. We're like, maybe it's still there somewhere. Maybe the phone was accident. Oh my God, we were on that phone looking for a good 10 minutes trying to figure out.
Record as he was walking away, thinking I was stopping the recording. I was like, I'm never doing this again. My heart is broken. But he was very gracious and he was very lovely, and I felt very proud of myself.
Still have the moment in your memory.
In my memory. I can never forget it because it's very sad. That's
Shout out to his husband getting him out of the courthouse.
His husband does not play about him.
Okay.
Let's give us look like bodyguards.
I'm learning about to say, I was like, it's giving Rachel man, right?
It's giving Frank.
Yeah. I went and followed his husband yesterday. I was like, I'm going to follow you.
No, that's right. And yes, it's giving that for sure.
So guys, we switch gears.
Oh, sure.
So what we talking about today?
We're all actors, and this idea of like, we're all over 40.
Are you?
Stop. Don't be lying. Tell them we don't look it though. Now that's the T right there. We're all over 40. Face still looks amazing.
Okay.
And we're all in this industry, but we haven't in our own individual popped. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't reached a point in this acting career, in this acting business where I think we want to be at. All of us. We're all there, right? We're all really great. we work really hard. We're doing all the things. We're in the acting classes. We're taking the things. And I think the conversation is about when and if we decide, do we continue pursuing this until we reach a level of success that we're comfortable with and that we're not having 11 side jobs? Or do we decide to then chase financial stability and like decide that, whoa, your stomach is growling.
Your bitch mice.
So you have something to say?
Fascinating. Our body's adjusting.
Your body clearly has something to say. No judgment whatsoever.
I still forgot you are fasting. No.
For what?
Health reasons. I'm gonna start fasting. I know this is so off the topic because you're
No,
such a
it's fine.
beautiful layout. I watched Limitless with Chris Hemsworth, and I was so inspired by a lot of the topics they talked about. So I'm fasting because on the 1st and 2nd of every month, I'm gonna do a fast because it kills all the like dead or cancerous cells in your body. It starts to like break them down and dispel them if you fast for longer than 24 hours, I believe. So almost every 1st and 2nd of the month, I'm considering, we'll see how it goes, to do a 2-day fast.
But you do like a fast till about 12 o'clock. You mean this is a whole day?
A full day. Yeah, I intermittent fast.
Yeah,
so I
intermittent fasting.
But anyway, back to
Sorry, it was like loud.
Sorry.
No, I think that was the conversation I think we wanted to have today. Was like, when do we decide?
Yeah.
Do we continue to say like, I'm going to be out here going to these auditions, doing these things, till eventually my career reach a place where I can support myself financially, feel comfortable, not feel like I have to have all of these side jobs, passionate or I can't help it.
It's like rumbling.
Rumble, young man rumble. Yeah, so that's basically it. And I'll put it right, leave it on the floor there.
I think it's such a layered topic, right? Because there's so many components to it that influence the decision. I know for me, because I'm like, okay, I've invested so much time and money and energy and passion and love. And like, is there a point where you've invested that much into a dream or a passion or something that's critical to you, that's like a limb? Is there a point where you can look at that and say, okay, I'm going to give up because I need stability or security? Like, is there a point that you can hit for that? And what would be the things that cause it? Is it, like you said, is it also another dream of like owning a home, which is impossible in California? Really there. Or is it the dream of like starting a family?
Rates might be going down, but that is
You want me up there as well, I figured.
That's cute. Sorry, guys.
Real time.
I got tree jobs. Go ahead, sorry.
So yeah, what are some of those factors for y'all? Is it wanting to buy a home? Is it wanting to start a family? Is it you want to just have stable health care insurance, which you can get through the union, of course. But like, it's like
you got to work enough. You got to work enough money before you get that benefit as well. I think for me, it is kind of like seeing other peers who. Well, I'll start this. I started off working at a very young age. Before my peers, I purchased a home when I was like 21, just turning 22. Yes. I used to be a mortgage broker in Maryland. So at one point I kind of felt like, I don't want to say like I felt like I was ahead of my peers because it wasn't a competition necessarily, but it did get to a point where moving to California, starting over, becoming an artist or working more in the creative field and seeing some of my peers being able to travel, being able to take care of their parents or renovate their house, buy them a car. Those are the things that kind of make me feel like, I should have just finished college. I should have went ahead and did finance. Should have became the VP, and I could maybe just do acting as just as like a hobby.
Yeah, I understand that. I think part of it is like definitely wanting to start a family, definitely wanting a partner, definitely wanting to buy a home and build some roots. And while it isn't a competition, there is something to like being the only one of your like immediate friends that doesn't own property, or being the only one of your friends that is still like, oh yeah, I have this job I have to go to, this job I have to go to, and they're all 9-to-5ers. You know what I mean? So I think there is something to that, not in sort of like a competition way or a jealousy way, but like you want to be on the same playing field as the people around you, right?
Absolutely.
Like you want to grow in this way, like in a circle with the people around you. And so sometimes it does feel like that aspect of it feels like you are a little bit left behind.
But you know, this is gonna sound a little shady, and it's not meant to be. But this is one of the things that has kind of pushed me to keep fighting for the thing that I'm most passionate about. Because I do look at some of those people who I came up with or developed with, you know, whether it was in college or high school or post all of those things, people I've met along the way in careers, and I look at their life and I say, do we look this good because we don't have the stress of divorces and kids having to go to college and becoming a grand? I know people who are great grandparents, granddaddies, and they the same age as us. I ain't got no kids. I'm good. I want to have some kids maybe at some point.
Yeah.
But you know, I also feel like there's a level of pressure and stress to live a traditional life that we were kind of told that we should have. Pushed a lot of those peers that we are in the same age bracket with into a life that they're not even happy with. So I look at that sometimes and I'm like, I am happy pursuing my career. I am happy pursuing a passion that is important to me, that wakes me up every day, that drives me, that fulfills me when I do it, as opposed to, like you said, going to a 9-to-5 where I'm like pushing pen and paper to build someone else's dream that has nothing to do with me. I could not imagine waking up and working in finance. Like I would be so miserable. Somebody that's for joy. That's for joy. Somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking that away from you.
No.
But me, I
And we need
enjoy
those
this.
people, by the way.
We do.
We need engineers.
Yeah.
We need lawyers.
Yeah.
We need healthcare providers. All those different things. I love y'all. Yeah.
I just don't want to be y'all.
Right. I'd rather play one on television.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot, that's how I live out some of my dreams. I used to want to be a dentist. I'm like, or a doctor, and I'm like, well, I could just maybe play one at this point.
I'm dead.
Look, I had a whole life out before this because I tell this story all the time. I used to, and this is crazy, I used to watch Boomerang all the time. When I tell you,
love Boomerang.
Eddie Murphy, genius. I know every single word from beginning to end of that movie, right?
It's true.
So for a certain amount of time, I was like,
this is true.
yeah,
I can vouch.
every single word, okay? I used to say, I think I want to work in advertising. So I went to college, got a degree, worked in advertising for years. And then I was like, you know what? I think I just wanted to be an actor playing an advertising.
Yeah.
And so I look back at it and I'm like, I spent so much time pursuing something that actually wasn't my passion, which is fine because I got life experience from it. I grew from it. I have a level of stability from it that I probably wouldn't have had. I have a lot of people in my life who are friends that I met along the way, again, like from college and just from careers that I wouldn't trade for the world. So I do value that, but I look at where I am now and I am happy pursuing my passion. And I don't think this is something I could ever cut off and say, I can't do this anymore. I want the security of a 9-to-5 over this.
I think the other thing too is like finding things to sustain you in between, right? Like, yeah, we're joking that I have 50-11 jobs, but a lot of the things that I'm doing are things that I really quite enjoy, right? I enjoy real estate to an extent. I enjoy teaching. I really genuinely enjoy. So I think if you can sort of navigate that aspect of it, figuring out how the survival job can also be something that you really quite enjoy, it doesn't feel so much like, ugh, I'm only doing this until I book my next big thing. Or I think that's the kind of the trick of it all, because it has always been a thing that the survival job, at least for actors, is like waiting table, working in a restaurant, doing the thing, doing whatever it is. And it's right. All of these sort of making an OnlyFans. You know, I still think I need. it still felt like too much work to do my feet pics. But I'm like, I think I can do a little feet pic.
Yeah.
Do a little feet pic. But see, don't tell me what to do with it though. Like, don't be like, put it in the sand. No, shut up. Yeah, shut up. Get these feet pics how they come in and pay for them legit. No. But I think that's the trick, to find things that you hopefully can still make a good amount of money in. Because honestly, my fear is the way that this is gonna go off topic, but like Social Security is set up, like, ain't gonna be no money for us when we get old. Mm-hmm. So it's like, that to me is my concern, because I also understand what it's like to be an adult and like, at least at that age, 70, 80, and still be in a place where you're struggling financially, and you have children that are like having to try to figure that out with you and for you. As a child, I'm like, that's amazing. Of course I want to do whatever I can to help my parental figure. As a person that wants to be a parent, I don't want to put that stress on my child, right? And so like, that is also a concern that I have, of like, how do I leave? If I want to create a legacy, I want a legacy of like growth and abundance. And how do I do that now so that my children are set up when I leave this earth?
Yeah.
You know? So that's my concern.
Do you guys ever feel like, I know I do, like do you ever get like a sense or feel like you're being judged for continuing to pursue this passion? I'll say that I tend to be like, well, I mean, if I had booked everything I was on hold for, or on avail for, I'd be sitting pretty right now. 'Cause I mean, I think I shot 5 commercials last year.
I know that's right.
But I should be
Working.
chilling. I should be all right. But like back in the day, you would have gotten a lot of money. Now there's like a lot of non-union work. There's sometimes you get cut from scenes, or they take forever to pay you. But I find myself trying to justify my efforts all the times that I have maybe inconvenienced my partner. Like, hold on, I just need like 30 minutes or an hour. I got to do this self-tape, or, or I got to study, or I got to run. And yet you're still not really able to always enjoy the fruits of those ways.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel that way?
I think that like, my best friend is an accountant, and she has no creative, or I think she does, but she doesn't feel like she's part of the creative world at all. Now, he just doesn't get it. And I don't feel judged by her necessarily, but I do find, I don't feel judged by her, but I do find myself sometimes over explaining, like, oh, like, rehearsals are important. I'm not getting paid for this, but I'm like, it's important for me to go to this reading. It's important for me to do this rehearsal. It's important for me. And it's also work. Yeah. It's not just like, I'm not just shooting the shit. This is laborious on the body, on your emotions, on like, I find myself trying to have to like explain the little nuances of those things, and her sometimes, not always, but sometimes sort of like glazing over like, because the concept of that doesn't compute with her. It's like, you clock in, you do numbers, and then you leave. And that is a job. And, physically, what is it that you're doing? If there's money going in, money has to be coming out. And that part she doesn't quite understand. Like, I see you spending money on all these things. I see you, but when is it? I don't see the return, right? So for her, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Financially.
Right.
So I find myself over explaining, like, this is just how it is. This is how it goes. Like, it's one of those careers where you spend more money in the beginning before you see any returns, right? And so I don't feel judged, but I do feel the sense to like over explain.
So like, maybe it's like a self-critic or self-judgment that I'm just wondering if other people feel the same way. But I mean, you have family members like, oh, okay, like,
I found that it's a twofold answer for me as to how I've responded to it. And part of it deals with the financial thing that you were talking about earlier. And I think we could probably have a whole conversation on finding financial stability in this world as creatives who are in pursuit of a passion or a dream. There are ways to foundationally like set up a path for yourself to be stable and successful, even by putting away a little bit in the right places. And I don't think we
are
taught
gosh,
those things,
yeah.
right?
That could be a whole
A
conversation.
whole conversation.
Yeah.
So as we're on this road to adulting, I think there are places where we can find ways to financially find stability. And I think that's a twofold thing for me, right? Before, I felt the need to over explain to people why I was passionate about it, why I was still pursuing it, why I'm not quitting. And I did feel like some people were looking at me like, and I've actually had people verbalize that to me, right? Like I had a former employer, a company I worked for, the owner said under his breath, where there was only him and I in the room, isn't it sad when a washed up wannabe actor in their 30s is still pursuing it? And I was like, who are you talking to? You obviously talking about me, right? So from that moment, when he said that, I found myself going, you know what? I don't give a fuck what y'all think about me and how you feel about my pursuit of my career. Because what he wanted in that moment was for me to give up because I was making his business so successful. So the pursuit for him was make him give up the dream and passion so he can put more energy into my dream. Yeah. And to me, I'm like, no. So from that moment, I found a level of confidence in my career and in myself and in my pursuit of this career that doesn't allow people to even feel that they can ask me those questions or make those kind of assumptions with me. And I think it was me finding that level of confidence in myself as an actor and in myself as in pursuit of my career. And also me finding ways to find stability financially to say, okay, now I have money set aside here. I have a life insurance policy. I have an IRL. I have things that I know I can lean on to maintain myself if something were to happen. So I started to find confidence in my financial life, and I found confidence in my creative life to where I walk into a room now as an actor and no one's going to question, why are you still doing this? Because I don't think they don't see a space in me where they can ask me that question. Gotcha. And I think that comes from
will say that is clear. That has been very, very clear in the last year or so of just your work and just seeing how you show up as an actor in terms of like, I don't give a fuck. I'm throwing this, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it how I want to do it. There's so much more confidence. I'm just going to give you your flowers on that because that is very, very true. It changes how you show up in and around your career, to be honest. And it's quite beautiful to see.
Thank you.
Maybe you should teach a class on that.
I know that's right. Rob has so much knowledge about like these type of things outside of acting and doesn't choose to share. What? It's actually vexing. It's actually vexing. He's very, very knowledgeable and very informed. But if you don't sit down and talk to him, you'll just be talking about
picking your brain when you
be talking about heated rivalry. But you really need to be talking about how do I get an IRA?
Yeah.
What's a Roth? What is that?
Let's have all those conversations.
I would love to have that conversation.
I think we should have that conversation here too.
We need
because there are a lot of people who are probably trying to figure out how to, create paths to financial freedom for themselves. And I still have, a small amounts of debt that I'm working through, but I don't see that as a roadblock for me, and I don't see that.
And
as
it used to be big time.
Yeah. So there's a path to success, and like I think to your point earlier, I think there is a level of self-doubt sometimes that allows us to put ourselves in a space where we feel like we now have to over-explain to people why we're passionate about what we're doing.
Yeah.
And it comes from that self-doubt for sure.
And hopefully we get to have these conversations right on this podcast.
Yeah.
Because adulting is hard and nobody tells you this shit.
Nobody. I would say that I get more motivated when I listen to other actors who have been in the game for a while, like people that we know, like Viola Davis. She's always so great at like giving a word of advice. But I think just that we've always just heard like, well, I've always taken that you just have to keep going. And when you keep going is when you eventually will make it.
Yeah. Well, great. I feel like that's a great place to end it.
Yeah.
Right? Our first official session back. It was so good. Yeah, so if you want to be on this ride with us, right? If adulting is fucking hard and you are waiting for somebody to give you a script or waiting for that director to call cut, join us as we like navigate all these spaces of on adulting, on life, on career, on love, relationships, and everything in between. Because sometimes you need somebody to call a cut on a bitch. And that's what we'll do.
And that's a cut.
And that's okay.